Attention passionate Detroit, Lions fans. Latest news, something big is happening in the NFC North and it could change the game. We're talking about a direct impact on Detroit Lions' path to another Super Bowl run, a power shift that could leave a division rival stumbling for years. We're bringing this to you firsthand. But before that, if you're a true Detroit Lions fan, subscribe to the channel to strengthen this passion even more. Show that you're also part of this family. Let's help each other reach 1,000 subscribers. Share with your FRINDS and Detroit Lions fans. Let's get to the news now, folks. If you've been following the NFL this season, you know that the Detroit Lions are already making waves. Sure, they're sitting at 1-1 after a bit of a roller coaster start, but the tone of this season is anything but typical. The Lions are showing resilience, bouncing back after that Week 1 loss to the Green Bay Packers, with a dominant win over the Chicago Bears in Week 2. And let's be honest, that's the kind of response you want from a team with big postseason ambitions. They're certainly on the right track, but as we all know, to take that next step and become legit contenders, they need to tighten some screws, especially on their defense. Now, here's the big news that's shaking up the NFC North and could dramatically alter the landscape for these Lions. Rumor has it that the Miami Dolphins, who have been struggling mightily, are looking to shake things up ahead of the NFL trade deadline. After falling to 0-3 following their loss on Thursday Night Football to the Buffalo Bills, it's clear that Miami's season isn't going according to plan. Most analysts and insiders are saying that the Dolphins could become sellers rather than buyers as the deadline approaches. And what does that mean for Detroit? Well, it could mean one of the most exciting trades of the season, acquiring a key player that could help propel the Lions into even higher gear. And the player in question, it's Jaelan Phillips, a standout pass rusher for the Dolphins. Phillips is just in his 5th NFL season, yet he's already shown enough to be considered one of the most talented edge rushers in the league. Over his career, he's totaled 159 pressures, 28 sacks, and 88 stops. Those numbers speak volumes about his ability to disrupt defenses, and for a team like Detroit, which is still looking to solidify its pass rush, Phillips could be a game changer. Imagine pairing him with Aiden Hutchinson, who's already established himself as one of the premier defensive players in the league. The combination of Hutchinson and Phillips on the edge, that's a nightmare for quarterbacks and a massive boost for Detroit's entire defense. But why would Miami consider trading Phillips? Well, it's simple. The Dolphins are in a tough spot right now. Their struggles on offense, especially with quarterback Tua Tagovailoa dealing with injuries, and their defense not playing up to expectations, have put them in a corner. If they decide to sell assets, Phillips would be a prime candidate because of his high trade value and potential for a big return. And if the Lions step up, this could be a perfect match. Detroit needs more edge rushers, especially with Marcus Davenport injured and having only Al-Quadin Mohammed and Tyrus Wheat providing depth on the line. Adding Phillips would not only improve their pass rush, but also send a message to the league that the Lions are serious about competing now. Now, let's talk a little more about what Phillips would bring to Detroit. This guy is explosiveness personified. His ability to get after the quarterback is elite, and he's also effective against the run. His pressure numbers are impressive, and he's shown a knack for making crucial plays in big moments. Pairing him with Hutchinson, who's already a leader on defense, would give the Lions a formidable duo that offensive lines would have to constantly game plan around. It's not just about individual talent, it's about the kind of versatility and disruption Phillips can bring, forcing quarterbacks to rush their throws and opening more opportunities for Detroit's secondary to make plays. From a strategic point of view, this move would also send a strong message to the rest of the NFC North. The Lions are not just content with being a decent team, they want to be division champs, playoff contenders, and ultimately Super Bowl favorites. They've built a solid core on offense led by Jared Goff, who's been playing at a high level, and they've got some promising young talent at the skill positions. But their defense, especially their pass rush, is still a work in progress. Adding a player like Phillips would accelerate that development and help them match up better against powerhouses like the Green Bay Packers or the Minnesota Vikings, who are also trying to establish dominance. And speaking of the season so far, it's worth noting that the Lions have shown flashes of brilliance. Their offense, led by Goff, has been efficient and explosive at times. The emergence of players like Jahmyr Gibbs and the consistent play from their offensive line have kept the team competitive. But their defense, particularly the pass rush, has been inconsistent. Hutchinson has been a bright spot, but they need more help on the outside. That's precisely where Phillips could make a difference. His ability to generate pressure would take some of the load off Hutchinson and allow Detroit to generate more sacks and turnovers. Remember, last season, the Lions ranked in the middle of the league in sacks, and they know they need to do better if they want to reach the next level. Looking ahead, if this trade goes through and Phillips joins the Lions, it would send ripples across the league. It would demonstrate that Detroit is serious about bolstering their defense and pushing for a deep playoff run. It would also serve as a statement to their NFC North rivals, showing that the Lions are not just happy to be contenders, they want to dominate. Plus, for fans, this would be an exciting development. Imagine the roar in Ford Field when Phillips makes his first big play in a Lions uniform, disrupting a crucial third-down pass or sacking the quarterback to seal a victory. That's the kind of energy and confidence that can propel a team forward. Of course, this is all speculative for now, but the signs are there. The Dolphins are in a rebuilding phase, and if they do decide to trade Phillips, the Lions should be front and center in the negotiations. It's an opportunity to address a key need, boost their pass rush, and increase their chances of making a serious push for the playoffs and beyond. As the season unfolds, all eyes will be on the trade deadline and how Detroit might seize this chance to strengthen their roster. In the broader context of the NFL landscape, this potential move underscores how dynamic and unpredictable this season is. Teams are adjusting, making bold moves, and trying to maximize their chances of success. The Lions, with their solid foundation and now the possibility of adding elite talent like Phillips, are positioning themselves as serious contenders. The NFC North is shaping up to be one of the most exciting divisions this year, with rivalries renewed and new threats emerging. The Lions are no longer just underdogs. They're becoming a team that other franchises have to respect and prepare for. Now, let's take a moment to appreciate what Detroit has already achieved this season and what remains ahead. They've shown resilience and a desire to improve, which is exactly what you want to see from a team with Super Bowl aspirations. The coaching staff has been working tirelessly to improve execution, and the players are demonstrating grit and determination. But to truly elevate themselves, they need to add that extra piece, someone like Phillips, who can change the game with a single rush. If they secure him before the trade deadline, it could set the tone for the rest of the season and beyond. The Lions have a talented roster, a passionate fan base, and now potentially the chance to make a bold statement in the league. Their defensive front is a critical piece of their puzzle, and with Phillips they could have a true game changer. It's a move that makes sense from both a strategic and a talent perspective. And for fans, it's an exciting prospect. Seeing your team make a bold move to improve and seize the moment is what this sport is all about. So, as we continue to watch the NFL unfold, keep an eye on Detroit. Whether this trade actually happens or not, the Lions are clearly positioning themselves for greatness. They're building a team that's not just competitive but poised for a deep playoff run. With the right pieces, a little bit of luck, and a lot of hard work, maybe this could be the year Detroit finally breaks through and makes that Super Bowl push. And if they do bring in Jaelan Phillips, well, that could be the move that cements their status as serious contenders in the NFC. Pause here just for a second. If you want the YouTube algorithm to keep recommending the latest Detroit Lions news to you, it's super important that you leave a like on this video. Go ahead, it's quick and it makes a big difference. Thank you. Now let us continue with the big reveal. And now, Detroit Lions fans, I want to hear from you. What's your take on this potential move? Do you think Phillips is exactly what the team needs to push them over the top? Or do you believe they should hold off and focus on other areas? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Your opinion matters so much to us and to the Lions. We love engaging with the community and hearing what you have to say about your team's future. And don't forget, I'll be back soon with more updates, so stay tuned for the latest Detroit Lions news. Whether it's trades, game analysis, or deep dives into the roster, we'll be here to keep you informed and hyped about the Lions' journey. Thanks for sticking with us, Lions fans, and let's keep that fire burning as we gear up for what promises to be an unforgettable season.